Have you ever wondered why some people feel stronger and sleep better after swimming, while you feel more tired, short of breath, and sore all day long? Ladies and gentlemen, once we pass the age of 60, our bodies no longer respond the way they used to. Things that once felt simple, like taking a long walk, working in the garden, or swimming a few laps, can sometimes leave us exhausted much sooner than expected. But that doesn't mean the body is past its prime. Very often, the issue isn't that we're exercising too much. It's how we exercise and how we breathe. In today's video, I want to share something that may seem small, but can make a big difference. Swimming with slow breathing, a simple way to help the body recover faster after fatigue. Before we continue, I'd really love to hear from you. After you swim, do you usually feel better or more tired? Please leave a comment below. When it comes to exercise for people over 60, many tend to think in extremes. One side believes, I have to push myself to stay strong. The other says, I'm old now, I should take it easy to stay safe. But in reality, the body doesn't need extremes. It simply needs to be understood correctly. I've met many older adults here in the United States, retirees who have time to take care of their health and swim regularly each week. What's interesting is that not everyone who swims more feels better. Some people swim very gently, very slowly, yet feel more comfortable, more relaxed, and sleep better. Meanwhile, others try to complete the workout, push for sweat, and walk out of the pool with heavy shoulders and rapid breathing. The difference, in large part, comes down to breathing. After age 60, our lungs are no longer as elastic as they were in youth. The alveoli become stiffer, and lung capacity gradually declines over time. The heart also doesn't respond as quickly or as powerfully as before. When we breathe fast, the heart has to work harder to compensate for oxygen, and the muscles slip into a state of oxygen deprivation. This not only makes us tired more quickly, but also slows down recovery after exercise. Many medical studies in the US have shown that for older adults, breathing rhythm is just as important as exercise intensity. When breathing is slow and steady, the parasympathetic nervous system is activated. This is the system that allows the body to relax, repair cells, and restore energy. In contrast, fast and shallow breathing puts the body into an alarm state, as if it were running from danger, even though we're just swimming in a pool. So what exactly is slow breathing while swimming? Many people hear this and immediately worry. Does that mean holding my breath? No, slow breathing is not breath holding, and it's not forcing a deep inhale until you feel tense. Slow breathing is conscious breathing, allowing the breath to go deeper, longer, and most importantly, letting the exhale last longer than the inhale. Underwater, each slow exhale through the mouth or nose sends a very clear signal to the brain. Everything is okay. There's no need to rush. When the brain receives that signal, it tells the heart to slow down, the muscles to relax, and the entire body to enter a recovery state. I once spoke with a man in his early 70s living in California. He told me that before, after swimming, he had to sit and rest for a long time, and some days he even felt slightly dizzy. After being guided to adjust his breathing, not swimming fast, not holding his breath, just focusing on long, slow exhales in the water, he said the feeling was completely different. No more overwhelming fatigue. Instead, his body felt lighter and his mind clearer. This is not a miracle. This is physiology. When we exhale slowly, carbon dioxide levels in the blood are better regulated. This allows oxygen to be released more efficiently into muscle tissue, a biological principle known as the Bohr effect. Simply put, slow breathing helps the body use oxygen better, not just take in more oxygen. That's why the first benefit many people over 60 notice when practicing slow breathing while swimming is faster recovery after a swim. There's no longer that drained, wiped out feeling. No need to lie on the couch all afternoon. Instead, there's a gentle tiredness, the kind that comes from healthy movement, not from overload. The second benefit, just as important, is better muscle relaxation. At this age, many people deal with lower back pain, stiff shoulders, or sore knees. When swimming with rapid breathing, muscle groups often tense up unconsciously to protect themselves. But when the breath slows, the muscles realize they don't need to stay on guard. They're allowed to relax. And it's in that relaxed state that true recovery begins. The third benefit, which sometimes arrives very quietly, is sleep. Many older adults complain about difficulty falling asleep, light sleep, or waking up during the night. What's interesting is that slow breathing during swimming can influence this. When the nervous system is calmed during exercise, the body carries that state into the evening. Many people share that on days they swim slowly and breathe steadily, they sleep better and toss and turn less. So how do we practice slow breathing while swimming safely? Before getting into the water, take a moment to prepare. Stand or sit at the edge of the pool. Inhale through the nose for about 3 seconds, then exhale through the mouth for 5 or 6 seconds. No need to force it, just feel the belly soften as you breathe out. Do this a few times and the body will naturally enter a ready state. When you start swimming, choose the most familiar and safest stroke, usually slow breaststroke or backstroke. Don't focus on how far you go. Focus on rhythm. One arm movement, one breath. Inhale gently when lifting your head or turning your face, then exhale slowly when your face is in the water. If you feel the need to stop, then stop. The pool is not a place to prove anything. After finishing your swim, don't rush to get out right away. Stand or sit in shallow water and continue slow breathing for another 1 or 2 minutes. This helps blood pressure adjust gradually and prevents lightheadedness when you step out. That said, it's important to be honest about common mistakes older adults often make. One is trying to swim fast just to work up a sweat. At this age, sweat is no longer a reliable measure of effective exercise. Another mistake is holding the breath too long, thinking it will train the lungs. In reality, this only temporarily deprives the heart and brain of oxygen and can be unsafe. And perhaps the most common mistake of all is comparing ourselves to younger people, or to who we were many years ago. The body we have now doesn't need to match the past. It simply needs to be respected. Sometimes, what helps the body recover fastest isn't pushing harder, but slowing down at the right moment, especially in each breath beneath the water's surface. Ladies and gentlemen, aging does not take away our health. It simply asks us to move more slowly, understand our bodies more deeply, and treat ourselves more gently. Swimming with slow breathing is not an advanced technique. It's a reminder that we can still be healthy, still recover, if we learn to listen to ourselves. If this video has offered you a new perspective, please take a moment to share it with a family member or a friend around your age. And don't forget to subscribe to Vital Health Hub, where we explore thoughtful, steady, and meaningful ways to stay healthy for the long journey ahead.